Discover the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott. All right. This is Music Gear Talk. And we are powered by the mighty WS radio networks, as well as, of course, Intertalk Radio, the sister network that is powering the music business. And we are the worldwide leader in music business talk. My name is Florentino. I'm here hanging out with Rodney today. We're going to be talking to you about some cool gear. Say what's up, brother.
What's happening?
Hey, first off, I'd like to give a shout out to all of our great sponsors, a really big sponsor that's come on board with us in a huge way, Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com. Man, these guys are amazing over there. They got the best gear at the best prices. Obviously, that's huge. But more than that, they really take, a passion about the musicians and the local musicians, because although they are national, they do have a local showroom so you can play the gear. Like they have, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those new keyboards, the Rollies, the ones where it's like the keys can do like multiple different things. Like you can do like, I don't know, it's just really crazy keyboard.
I look forward to that. Yeah.
It's like really soft. It's kind of spongy. It's like, new age keyboard, and it's just amazing. Take a look at that. ROLI. They have them there. No, Guitar Center doesn't have one. Sam Ash doesn't have one. None of these other companies have them.
We have them on the show.
Yeah. That's one of those one kind of companies that need to have there. And of course, SIR at SIR-USA.com, where I know that you're being a touring musician, have used them many times.
Many times, been in several of their locations, from LA to New York to everything in between. I also really like the fact that Pitbull Audio actually puts on shows at their location, which is absolutely just the coolest thing ever. A lot of music stores used to have concerts or bands playing in their location, not just to get people in there, but to check out gear and to actually play on it. So the fact that Pitbull's doing that is just kind of a cool, bring it back to the musicians.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's the nice thing too. We're all players, and that's kind of what this show and this network's all about. It's about the people in the business that make it happen. And you and I have been doing production, and we've worked on different events. You were the one who ran all of the sound for our launch party with Michael O'Neill and his group with Elle, and then of course Kevin Flournoy and Rebecca Jade. So fun. It's great sound. We got nothing but compliments. We used kind of a special piece of gear there, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely my favorite piece of gear to date, and it is the Presonus 32RM, meaning 32 channels, and RM meaning rack mount version.
The AI, the 32RM
I'm
AI.
super excited about how great it sounds. I was really impressed with just the 32 AI when it came out, and we bought a few of them and really liked them. But you're still lugging a huge 32-channel mixer, which, of course, is half the size of the old 32-channel mixer. But still, it's a big 32-channel mixer. And so the rack mount version, I waited till it came out. Then I talked to him a little bit about.
Yeah, we were all excited about getting that ourselves.
I couldn't wait. And then when I talked to him, I just kind of had a lot of vision and ideas of things that I'm looking for, and it has all of it.
Yeah.
And
you're a master on that thing. I thought I was good with it, but when I started looking at the way you were just had all the different scenes and groupings and everything, it's amazing how that device works. That was what we waited for that device to come out so that we can launch our radio show, Radio Band Diego. That was what we thought was going to make this. And it did. It's a great live and recording machine, which we did at the event, right?
Yep, that's why I like it. And also, it's user-friendly. When you hold it, you actually have mute right where your thumb is while you're holding the pad.
Yeah.
Well, there was a genius idea. Like, it's not rocket science, but it's super user-friendly. You can actually not just record with their software, but you can also use it with other software. So it's super user-friendly with that.
We used it with Cakewalk at this particular event. They have Studio One and Capture. Capture is the one where you hit one button and it just starts recording everything. It's you don't do any overdubs with that. That's just a one-shot type of deal, but it's nice and convenient. And then Studio One has really a great DAW.
Right, and that's where you take the the capture, you load it into Studio One, and then you're basically able to do every aspect of editing and changing things or adding things to it. So I really like the user friendliness of that too. I did an entire record with that and just loved it.
And you know what's amazing is I think that the preamps, we've both used preamps, the Pro Tools HD stuff, and I don't take anything away from it, but these really rival the quality. I think we've been able to get really good recording out of it. What do you think?
Yes, and also using it live, we use it for an in-ear system. So that was a game changer because not only did we have super great in-ears from Ultimate Ears, we love them over there at Ultimate Ears, but when we used it through that mixer, that's when things changed.
Now, how'd you set that up? What was the configuration for that?
So you have 16 outs.
Yeah.
And because my band was only a 3-piece, we literally did 6 because a left and a right, a left and a right, and a left and a right.
Okay.
And
you guys got all fancy.
Exactly. And the singer wants only the click in one ear and only guitar in the other and vocals in both. And so everyone has their own configuration. The bass player, his ears are mono, so he just wants everything simple. It was really, really cool to take every aspect of the way you want it to sound out front and create that in your head, and it gives you a different performance because you're comfortable. And we decided to get a snake so that we just split the channels. Every place we play, we use our mixer. We have in-ears. We don't need any monitors at all. You show up, you play your gig. It sounds great for you as a band, meaning you'll do a better performance.
Yeah,
and then you just leave it up to a front of house, which we try to bring as many as we can whenever we can afford it. So that was a game changer. Recording-wise, we did capture when we just tracked some live stuff for our videos. Yeah. And then we also did tons and tons of overdubs through Studio One, which we absolutely love. So
and everything's all templatized. Is that even a word? Templatized.
It is now.
It is now. We've just coined a new word. It's
on
templatized.
Music Gear Talk?
Yes.
It is.
And so it's nice that you don't have to sit there and try to configure everything to meet the board. Although I've done that with Cakewalk, and it's not difficult at all. You basically just put to the right channels, and everything's good. And you can create your own template in your Pro Tools, your Cakewalk, your Sonar. What's the Cubase? That's
Cubase. Steinberg,
Logic, because it works with both Logic, or it works with both Mac and PC. That's why one of the other reasons why we liked it too, because you could actually, we use it with a full screen tablet, 20-inch tablet, which gives us the feel of a console.
It was great other than when I was holding it during the
thing's
event.
a tank, ain't it?
I was like, damn, this is a little heavy. But, and again, I'm so used to having the iPad because I'm running around everywhere mixing and adding things. And that's another aspect that is a game changer is when a monitor engineer has in-ears and he's helping do an in-ear system, that's one thing. You want to have the same in-ears. But also when you're mixing a band live and you're trying to also help them with their monitors, you can literally be on stage and sit and dial in and help them hear the actual frequencies that are feeding back, or if they need something more in their monitor, you literally can walk up on stage with your iPad, make that happen right on the spot. They're stoked that it sounds amazing. They had no idea that you're on stage right now helping them. You're hearing what they're hearing. It's just a little bit of a game changer, and technology's just kind of let us go to different places with sound. So walking up on stage and doing that for a band, they're like, well, who's doing mine? I'm like, I am right here with my iPad. They're like, what? And you just dial it in. I pull out tools a lot of people get, scared about feedback. Well, there's tools that are showing you what frequencies are feeding back now. So
they've got the new version just came out, I think, and it has an RTA and a spectra analyzer and all that fun stuff. So I think it's just an amazing. I mean, to have this and have separate, control of everything from gate, compression, EQ,
every
reverb
channel
on every channel. It's insane,
but not pull from the tablet at all. It's not bogging it down. It's not doing anything of the sort.
It's just user interface.
It's just a user interface. Their gates and compressors sound amazing. Their reverbs, they have a ton of different reverbs. I happen to like the plates for the drums. Depending on the room, they have a warm room reverb. The delays, by the way, it's right by your thumb again. So through the show, you can tap the delay, and people are just like, you must work with this band all the time. You knew every part of their song. I'm like, I was just tapping the song and bringing it in and out where it needed to. So just super user-friendly, but it actually sounded really well. There's a show that I do every summer on the beach to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I'm walking out there with an iPad just mixing. They're like, "Oh, are you mixing the band? Are you doing right now what we're hearing?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm also with my phone because I got two hands. So the other hand, I'm actually doing the light show.
Yeah. That's the beauty part of it, and you can do it from anywhere in the room. Now, a couple of things that I was missing at first, but I think they've changed that game. So I sometimes do like a tactile board. They have created a tactile board for it. We've seen that at the NAMM show.
Yes.
And then the Dante card, because I was frustrated. I was using a laptop and trying to get it with the FireWire. Wasn't always easy. I had to really track down a FireWire card. So these are some cool things.
Yeah, they've stepped that up. I've called them. I've had major conversations about it. So that's a major part of where they went with. And I like the fact that some people need to move faders and actually have that. So
I don't necessarily know if that's the make or break, but it's nice that they actually have that in the Dante card, which will be more relevant for the connectivity of today. So it's pretty insane. So thumbs up, sir. We'll do the old Ebert, Siskel and Ebert. Is it 2 thumbs up?
I'd say 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I think we both have a love affair with that particular piece of gear, and I think that's important. In fact, we're going to keep using it. And I like Presonus in general.
I've been a fan of it for years.
Yeah.
They had gates and compressors that you could buy in racks with 8, and I absolutely love them. Their gain structures have been super on. Nothing's way out of reach, so I really like the way they sound.
Yeah, and you know what? That music says that we're going to take a break. We're going to actually be bringing on a gentleman from a really cool company that provides an amazing service, much like MTV was back in the day. We're going to bring David Zucker on here in a few short minutes. This has been Music Ear Talk. Thanks, Pitbull and SIR. I'll be right back in a minute.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you have helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get to the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians, because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. VinVillage connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. VinVillage is where wine lovers connect. Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott. This is Music Gear Talk with Rodney Elliott as host. My name's Florentino. I am the co-host for today with Rodney, kind of holding it down. And we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com. Well, Pitbull Audio, thank you guys for always being there with us and supporting us from the beginning. You guys are amazing. And, of course, SIR at SIR-USA.com. You guys are amazing as well. Anybody who's on tour is going to be using SIR. And we were just kind of a little recap. We were talking about the RM32 AI rack-mountable mixer, 32 channel that both me and Rodney own.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, and that's, we're going to be driving that still with our Radio Bandiego shows. We're going to be doing some concerts, and that's what we use, and that's, we're going to stand by that. So,
exactly.
And Rodney, you've got a chance to look a little bit about this this website that we're going to bring our guest on. Mr. David Zucker, you there, sir?
I am here. How are you?
Hey, good, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. Okay. No complaints. What's the use? No one's going to listen.
Hey, man. Well, you're a man who actually has a lot of people listening, at least for your network. And I want to introduce you to Rodney Elliott, who is our guru, our spec tech, the guy who knows what's going on with the mojo of the gear, as well as services, which pretty much what you guys kind of fall under. So say hello.
What's happening, Dave?
Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Yeah, we're really excited about all aspects of what you're doing. The thing that kind of caught me more than anything, just kind of getting an idea of what you're doing, is your station is created by musicians for musicians. That's a game changer for me because I absolutely say that to every single client that I work with when it comes to anything to do with audio, when it has to do with touring, when it has to do with me doing any sort of production for shows. Every single time I use that exact line. So when I saw it on your website, I thought, wow, here's some people that are thinking the same way I am.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am not a musician myself, but we have my whole company is all musicians. I'm just a big music lover, and I am very pro for the independent artists. I believe that it's like I'm a writer, and if you're not in that clique, you're not going to get in. And again, using an example as a writer, there's a lot of better writers that are out there because they're not in the clique. They can't get their good product out there. So it's the same thing as music. There's a lot of great musicians out there, and it's time to get them some exposure. And even if MTV was still around today, those independent artists will still never have a shot of getting on MTV. So we developed this MyJam TV that you created the song, wrote the song, formed the band, recorded the music, did a video. Now what? Where are you going to put it? You're going to put it on sites that are so saturated that you have to beg people for you to like it. With us, you get into a rotation. For $45, you get into a rotation. You get a chance to build your own fan page, sell your own merchandising. We offer you digital distribution, so you're making almost full commission on your music, and it's sold in all the digital outlets around the country and world. And you get a quarterly statement with your check. You also get a chance of being on top 10 charts. You have a chance of playing live now in different venues that we're doing. Like, for instance, May 13, we are doing a live venue and streaming it live through all our content partners that reaches the whole world, except for Iraq, Iran, and North Korea. And we're working on them. Just they haven't answered my email. But you have now to play in the Cutting Room in New York City live and being streamed live worldwide, all for $45. Where can you get something like that? You can't. Plus, we're talking to another music center, which we're in talks right now, and they have over 45-something locations, and we're going to probably be doing something live streaming concerts from their venues as well.
Now you got one in Nashville.
We're also talking to a partnership with also a big mall down in Nashville, Tennessee. So every Saturday afternoon, we'll be filming live streaming from Nashville. So here's a chance of all these artists to come out and get noticed, build up a fan.
Well, I also think you got a better timing. There was several other companies that tried to do the live streaming and have live performances, and I was super excited about the options, but they crashed. They died. As soon as it was a super popular act that we had at the club, 99% of the people couldn't get on because the computers were all frozen and too many people were bottlenecking, and we would run in the back and have to restart the computer. And, of course, the band's still playing No One Even Knows, and you get texts and emails, and everyone's, like, freaking out what happened. And so I think technology now is here where you can actually...
It's a lot better,
Yes, a lot better, a lot faster. And even cameras, GoPros, for instance, they're just absolutely amazing. They super clear. You can hook them on a guitar or a drum set. I mean, it's just, I think technology is in a better place for you now than if you would have done it 10 years ago when a lot of the others started.
Well, it's funny, that's because my partner Russ, who's in the industry for over 30 years in network broadcasting, and our other partners are also industry people. So we do have the right technology and the right tech people. So it's really important to us. If you see if you watch our channel, you'll see how clear it is. It's in high HD.
Nice.
We're very conscious about our streaming, that we want to have the best quality. Especially, we're also introducing in the concerts, we're going to be doing 360-degree. It's the VR, virtual reality cameras, so it's 360-degree angle. So if someone's watching the concert now, the live streaming from their phone or from their tablet and move it, they're actually like sitting in the room and they could see the whole club, everything that's going on.
Wow, that's great.
That is way cool. You didn't tell me about that, David. You surprised me with something on the radio.
Something to talk about on the show.
Actually, it's funny. I sampled it the other day. I filmed something. I filmed a little pilot. It's a Spanish soap opera, but it's all in English, but it's in subtitles in Spanish.
Okay. But the flavor is Spanish. That's awesome.
Now,
very funny.
On that same note, you were mentioning about people watching it on their phone. Do you have an app built for this yet?
The networks that we're building our own app, but we also, the networks that we have that we're tied in with do have apps for the phone. So, for instance, we're with TV, which is in 240 countries. We're with Swig TV. We're with Opera TV, Awesome TV, and we're on Roku and Kodi right now. So between these companies that we're with, we partner up with, they have apps for us. So it doesn't matter which one you want to log into. There's someone there with an app.
I'm actually an owner of Kodi, so I think that's a
you are?
Yeah, that's a great product.
Thank you. Yes, we get a lot of. I got to tell you, we get a lot of people that love your channel. When we discovered it, we blown away. It's an excellent channel.
Most people are turning off their cable. They don't want to pay for things they don't watch. Everyone's on computers now, anyways, or they're hooking up their computer to their TV. So why not have Kodi? It just made sense. At some point, why pay for more than what you're using? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I go to network meetings and they're sitting there we were number 5, now we're number 50. And they're like, hey, you think we could get on Roku or Kodi?
Yeah, it's a whole different another ball game, right? We got about a minute.
I laugh at them.
Yeah, we got about a minute and 45 seconds left here,
Sure.
David. I want people to know how to get a hold of you and how they can submit to MyJam TV. So can you give us all the
what they can do is
they
go to myjamtv.com and log in, and they could submit their videos. I have to tell you, if you do not have a we're very selective. So if we do not take your video, we will refund your money. We're not interested in keeping someone's money if we're not providing a service. We're not about that.
Yeah, I noticed that
so
about
what
the
you
network,
can
that
do-
all the videos were exceptionally high quality and high produced because,
Yes.
Yes. Because obviously there's a lot of videos that are being made out there.
Yeah.
Not everybody is,
And,
quite ready for
and plus
prime time.
$45 you get. So you get on, you log in on MyJamTV.com. You submit your video. You get to build a fan page, and at the end of April, you can be a guest on your network on your radio show.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have a MyJam TV.
We weren't going to release that just yet. We're going to do it in the third segment, but you let the cat out of the bag. That's awesome.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. It's part of the show, so that
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. But folks,
and also, we're also going to be doing talk shows. So we're going to do a lot of different talk shows. So we're going to interview a lot of the up and coming artists, so they have a chance of exposing themselves to the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of great things coming out there. So we're going to be taking a pause for the cause here in a few short moments. This has been Music Gear Talk, powered by the mighty EnterTalk Radio Network. EnterTalkRadio.com. That's spelled ENTERTALK.com. And we're here with Mr. Rodney Elliott. Say hello, Rodney.
What's up?
And my name's Florentino. A big shout out again to Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com and SIR at SIR-USA.com. Really appreciate you guys. Also, big shout out to Girls Talk Rock, for they were just right before us. Be right back shortly.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Welcome to
the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott.
Hey everyone, this is Rodney Elliott. Just wanted to thank Pitbull Audio and SIR USA for sponsoring us today. We're looking forward to hearing more about MyJam TV with David Zucker.
You there, David?
That's right. Yes, I'm here.
What's happening? So yeah,
Hey.
we would love to hear more about the direction you're going, some of the favorite bands that you have right now that you're excited about, and just kind of get an idea of how you started this. As you're saying, you were a fan. So a fan of music and wanted to kind of get music out there in the eyes and ears of people. And I'm adding my 2 cents saying that, now that technology's there, I feel like you're in a better place. So, yeah, just kind of looking forward to hearing more about it.
Well, I live in L.A. and I live in New York, and when I have a lot of time on my hands, sometimes I just like to go out and listen to music, or friends are in bands, and I would go listen to them. I'm like, wow, go sitting in traffic, I would sit there and go, my gosh, these guys are really good, and why aren't they getting a record deal? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's hard to get through the door, or they'll get ripped off. And I'm like, wow, you know what? I always wanted to start a new network just for the independent artists. And it took me about a couple of years, and I finally caught up with my partner, Russ, and I said, let's just go for it. And within a matter of months, we just did it.
Well, that's great.
We just went and built it and just said, what do we have? Let's keep moving forward. And then as I kept talking to more and more people were getting excited, and we kept, people were asking, how can we help? And I reached out to a lot of my friends in the industry and who are very pro indie, and they were like, let's go, let's do it. So a lot of people came and did a labor of love to help us out. Where I see this, I like to take this off that everyone has a shot of watching MyJam TV, even if the Queen of England, she's in her kitchen and she's watching, Cody, and she could be tuning into MyJam TV. That's what I want.
I think that's what she does.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see that.
She does. Yes, with a little teacup, and she's jamming to MyJam TV.
And her tiara.
So the purpose is,
Well,
with a tiara.
I'm really looking forward to San Diego being involved and more in part of this, because San Diego actually was one of the reasons why I moved to San Diego from the East Coast, being from Detroit, was there was a really big local scene, a really big scene of indie music. The radio stations are super involved, and it wasn't so corporate like L.A. Like people were talking about record deals, which I call them record loans. And
That's a good one.
It's a different ball game in San Diego. There's a couple of bands that just blew up into outer space and are huge, but they're still local and they still treat me like a human being. And I think San Diego is a really great place to be a part of the platform that you're talking about, because there is a really big local community here. So I'm looking
funny
forward
you
to
said
that.
because we do want to do live events from San Diego. And stream it live. That's our goal, is to go into all into the populated areas that are pro indie, and do these events and get them stream, and people all over the world could watch it. We're even in Saudi Arabia.
Wow,
that's pretty cool.
And Dubai.
Rock the Casbah, brother. Rock the Casbah, man.
Rock the Casbah. That's right. Being on a record label today, it's not a. It's like getting remarried to your ex-wife and having her family move in with you, and you can never get rid of them because they're just gonna soak you for all your money.
well, most of the time, all my experience personally is a record label didn't want anything to do with you until you had a buzz and were doing something. By then, you didn't need a record label, and then you're basically getting pulled into a loan to just get as far as you possibly can, and it all just kind of imploded, and now people are able to put out a record and sell it on their own, and everyone uses Radiohead as a staple, saying, well, they sold a bazillion records, but of course they're also Radiohead.
They're Radiohead, yeah.
And they're like the biggest band in the world. So, yeah, of course that's why they sold more records than anyone in the world. But the idea is having a platform like yours, Dave, gives bands more opportunity. Facebook really brought it to a different level when they figured out that MySpace was dying, and they kind of took over the band aspect. And so I like the option of having something other than that to go to. And I like the reference to MTV, how they used to be, and how I remember even in the 80s saying, wow, when are they playing music? And so it was all these commercials or bad talk shows. And then it just, in the 90s, just disappeared into nothing.
Now, was there
Well, our motto is start your morning off with a cup of MyJam TV.
Oh, I love it.
That's a good one. So,
and what it is, it's so if you are going to tune in and you want to go watch your band, your friend's band is going to be in rotation, but you're not into country music, but all of a sudden, one song comes on, maybe, you're waiting for your friend's band to come on, and you see the rotation, and there's a country music coming on song. And all of a sudden, you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's not so bad. And then another song comes on, another gene of music. You're like, wow. So, and then your friends come on. But now you get to see other videos and experience other bands of different type of music, and it gives like, if you like that band, now you could go to the web page and look them up, and you could start following them. Or you could find out when they were in concert. You could go support them, and that's what it's about. It's about getting out there. We are playing now 5 videos from China, and I have to tell you, they blew me away.
Wow, those are definitely ones I want to check out for sure.
They take great pride in playing. I'm telling you, they were unbelievable. They blew me away, the bands.
Now, do you, kind of going back here to this whole thing, Mr. David, like MTV, the first song on there was "Video Killed the Radio Star."
Video killed the radio star. That's right.
What did you guys have like a seminal first one?
I wrote a song called "If I Killed My Wife and Mother-in-Law, I Would Have Been Out by Now." No,
I think there's a theme going on here.
No, I don't know. No, we didn't. We didn't do anything famous like that. We just started right away and put it out there.
Well, that's kind of how you do it nowadays.
We really didn't do. We just started with the one VJ and said, "Welcome to MyJam TV, and here's a new revolutionary for the indie artists." And then we just went on.
Yeah. That definitely is the case. And I want to kind of bring up a topic here that's kind of near and dear to all of our hearts here at Talk Radio. Since we met you, a few months ago, we've really kind of seen mutual visions parallel, and we're starting a new radio show. You kind of alluded to it in the second segment where we were talking to you, but we're going to be doing MyJam Radio here coming up in the very near month or so. What's your thoughts on that, sir?
Well, I love the idea of it. So basically it's for the artists that are going to be on the live segments, streaming live. So now they have a chance of explaining who they are and why you want to tune in to the live sessions.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we look forward to hearing about what gear we use also.
Yes, they're going to talk about the gear. It's funny you said that. We are going to have a gear report on MyJam TV. We are going to do a half-hour show weekly.
And now you have a host.
With a gear report. We do have one. We do have a host right now, but we're going to be having many different people come on.
Very cool.
So we welcome you to come.
Excellent. And do you have specific gear that you're using right now, or is there specific mixers, or where's your radio station located? You said you're in New York. TV station. Sorry.
Well, the station, our TV station, is located in New York, and the radio station is going to be out of what you're on right now, San Diego.
Yeah,
San Diego.
So that, and I think that's cool that, in this day and age, it's really important to be multimedia. Not to use an overused term, but there's no really other way to describe it, because, one source. No one just goes to one source to get their news about music or even whatever is interesting to them. They're going to get it from reading. They're going to get it from listening, whether it be a podcast, whether it be a radio show like ours, whether it be a TV show that's on broadcast, cable, or, in this particular case, more and more people are moving towards the internet, which you guys are most profound on. But because
and to talk, now they're going to be on talk radio. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And so Rodney, what are your thoughts, man, about the TV on the radio, man?
Well, I am looking forward to. I love the idea of live, which has been my personal animal. So being involved and having absolute live performances, I think gains, there's something special about it.
Yeah.
Having Battle of the Bands and different shows that, we can try out different people and have them see who they are and what they sound like. But live is just another animal. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where that goes, the whole live performance part.
Yeah,
I really like that.
I'm excited about that. That's the thing. I'm really, really excited about that. And especially using the 360-degree camera.
Oh, love it.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, that will be. Well, hey, this has been Music Gear Talk with
Rodney Elliott
and Florentino. We'll be right back in a few short minutes. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
I raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children. After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
for the music tech that powers the biz with your host, Rodney Elliott. This has been Music Gear Talk, the fourth segment of InnerTalkRadio.com's one of the newest radio shows that's on, and it's definitely taken off big time because people love gear and we love gear. We love services, and that's what we're talking to our great partner in crime, and if you will, with helping to power this music business with Mr. David Zucker from MyJam TV, and of course my host here, Mr. Rodney Elliott.
So what's up?
Yeah. This segment, we like to talk about what's going on in this industry. And the industry really want to give don't want to forget Pitbull Audio and SIR, because those guys are really kind of help us with building this industry. In fact, I was talking with Calvin and the crew today, and that's their biggest quest, is to make sure that the gear is affordable and that it is plentiful for the artists that are listening, or even if you're in the business, you can do that. And of course, SIR, when you get to that level, you need to go out on tour, or you just need to get a little backline, a little amp, a little drums or something like that. You need to use it for a gig. They're the company to go to. They're in many different cities. They're here in San Diego. They actually send them out all over the country, right, Rodney?
Yeah, the one in L.A. I've been to several times, and even in New York, a lot of the TV stations, we do a performance or two the day or two before and just dial in everything and then play one of the talk shows.
Yeah.
So it's super great. I mean, crazy some of the famous people that walk in. It's starstruck.
It is. It's amazing. Like, you just walk around.
But you can't. You just, hey, what's up?
What's up? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Cyndi Lauper, what's up? Whatever. It's just crazy.
Come on, girls. Just want to have fun.
You know what I mean? But so many stories. Some of the best times I've had are just at the studios, laughing, joking, having a great time.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And and it's kind of important to recognize community, because community really kind of is what I think MyJam TV is all about. I know that's what InnerTalk's all about. And we really kind of get out in the community. And I love what you're doing, David, with all the different shows. We're doing something similar to that. And Rodney's actually really been the spearhead, because his passion for the community and for emerging artists. You started a deal where you're going to get a lot of exposure for bands at one of the premier concert facilities here called Campland. Is that correct? It's a battle of the bands, right, Rodney?
Yeah, it's called Campland on the Bay, and it is the biggest and most sought after for all of the battle of the bands because of all the people involved. So you can never imagine having such a great performance literally on the beach, a stage facing the ocean.
Oh yeah,
it's just wow! It's the best vibe you can possibly have, but. It's one of those things that we're really looking forward to, in May this year. We have so many bands sending in submissions and trying to get on, and everyone just wants to play there. It's such a beautiful, beautiful vibe.
We were talking about this.
Well, it would even be more powerful if their videos were on MyJam TV and we were live streaming it.
We like that idea.
Yeah, man. I think
you're hearing it first on the radio. You're hearing it first.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what
MyJam TV. We should get them in. We should be involved. Their videos should be up, and we should be with them, because we're helping the artists get out there.
Well,
so when people watch their videos, it'll make them want more to come out to see them live.
You got it.
Yeah.
That we would be using one of those cameras. Would be great.
We could stream it on the Kodi and get it out there and let the world see that from California.
From California,
Kodi is one of the coolest products. When I got sold on Kodi, it was like a game changer. There's movies that came out yesterday. You can just watch it on Kodi.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's just
and there's TV networks like MyJam TV that you can just watch on Kodi.
Well, that's where I was going. It's because you can't wait anymore. The internet, our phones, no one waits. When something comes on the news, dude, that was 12 hours. That, I already knew so and so died, or I knew the band broke up, or whatever. So the internet having something like MyJam on. The internet is just right there, right now. There's no waiting. There's no one day or what. It's all just right there, exactly when you want it.
And I think, you know, what I'm hearing here was probably really important, especially about this business, where it used to be more about being competitive. Now it's about being collaborative. I think that's the one thing I really enjoy about this industry is like, if you want to make it and you want to rise above the noise, you got to be collaborative. You've got to work with people. You've got to do things in tandem with people. And I think what you just, you know, said right there makes all the sense in the world, David. So, you know, I really, really appreciate that. Kind of like when we talked about doing the radio show together. I think these are all important, things that everyone should kind of focus on. Same thing like with bands. Even though it's a battle of the bands, all the bands are going to get exposure if they, you know, if they're chosen to be part of that group, because you can't just be any band joining. You know, kind of like your network, I think.
Well, right? that's why I started my network, Silver Tiger, and it's one of those things that bands all kind of know where there's finances. They know where people pay money, like casinos. They know that I've been working in all these industries for years. So everyone wants to get in on wherever they can make money. They know if they play a bar, they're going to get $50 or $100. They know play a casino, maybe get a couple grand. Like, you know, they kind of know where I come from personally, because I hit up every one of my friends. And my friends meaning in the tens of thousands. And that's not, you know, that's just because I've been in the industry for many years because I'm old. And it's one of those things that you just kind of, you're growing with it being organic. You're not trying. You hit one button, you say, hey, everyone, this is going on. You know, love to have you involved. And all of a sudden, you know, thousands of people later, you're like, whoa, wait, I got to go through all these people. Uh-oh, you know. Yeah. But they're all in it for the right reasons. Definitely.
You know, it's funny to go back to one thing that we were talking about, the record companies. You know, the record
loans.
Sometimes with loans, right, the record loans. What they'll do is, if they already invested in one artist and they put so much money, but they realize your band is better than their artist, but they already put money into it,
right?
They'll buy that artist and just put them on the shelf and then send them, like, to all the dives around the country just to keep them away and keep them locked in.
Yep, and I've been
a little dirty secret.
I've been one of those artists, and I've also been on tour as a sound engineer and tour manager for several of those artists. So I absolutely know that happened. I was in New York when that happened, actually, and we're from California.
Yeah, you're going to New York, but you know where you're playing? You know,
exactly.
You know,
Mercury Lounge.
On 34th Street.
Yeah, exactly.
They
got power exactly. They got power in the corner there. Just start playing.
Right. And you're playing from 12 midnight to 2 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. When everyone leaves, exactly.
And don't forget to smile.
No, never forget that, exactly.
No. But you know what's also coming up? I noticed Detroit. The music scene in Detroit, it's getting better.
That's odd, though, because I lived down the street, literally, from a band called the White Stripes, which they weren't the White Stripes at the time. The drummer actually was in a punk band called Goober and the Peas, and we used to go and have hay fights, and they were just like really, really funny cowpunk. And then years later, he's doing this thing called the White Stripes. I'm like, and who was it with Meg? Like, you know, she played drums. You know what I mean? You just see her all the time. And then I also had a record store with a guy who owned a record label, and they started it with a band called ICP, and that was just a really odd thing that it blew up, but it was all just something that organically happened. Then I also went to high school with Kid Rock's band, and we were in metal and had long hair and listened to Slayer, and all of a sudden they were doing like rap rock, and I'm like, wait. And I moved to Atlanta thinking I'm just trying to move where there's music, but it literally was every aspect of anything that came out of Detroit. I was like not just associated, but I was like best friends with them, went to high school or lived up the street. Or it was just a really odd thing. And now Detroit's kind of coming back around and making some good stuff happen. I mean, you know, the option of Bob Seger and, you know, having that happen, and then Ted Nugent and whoever. I mean, Detroit, there isn't much else to do there other than music. That was just my soul. That's probably why I do music today, is because that was really important to me.
Oh man,
speaking of music, coming back.
Well, hey David, I hate to cut it short, man. We never have enough time, brother. This has been Rodney and Tino with David Zucker from MyJam TV, MyJamTV.com. Check them out. This is Music Your Talk on mtalkradio.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.